Hello everyone, I'm Jay Sheth. I'm a student of University of Bridgeport. I enrolled in the subject Big Data System and Analysis as a distance learning student. This is my term project phase 5, a final presentation of my project. Abstract. Every business runs on a customer, and for success in business, customer satisfaction plays major role in it. As we can see, nowadays companies provide lot of facility and products to their end user for the easy and effective use of it. But sometimes what happens, consumer sector is not able to make efficient use of this product, and the product which made for the consumers betterment is made negative impact on it. So traditionally companies were not able to identify flaws in their product and they are forced to change their product. So to overcome this problem, big data provide efficient solution of data analytics, in which we can ask for a survey of the product, or we can analyze consumer complaint. So after analyzing consumer complaint of financial sector or companies, we can solve the issues of the customer, and this will give hike in the business. Big data can efficiently analyze thousands of terabytes and hundreds of petabytes of data. This particular data set of consumer complaint has several purpose like issues of the product, company having maximum issue, customer satisfaction ratio, which will give deep analysis of product and helps companies to find the area where they need improvement. Introduction. This dataset is about consumer complaints. As we all know, this dataset has various attributes to perform quick data analysis. This dataset has approximately 18 attributes to analyze the data. It has the several columns like a date of a complaint, the product, sub-product issue, sub-issue, company name, company's information, and all of the attributes like this. This dataset has more than 725k rows of data. So it's really a large data to analyze as a big data. The core objective of this dataset is to find maximum complaints of a company for a particular company, product which has maximum number of issues, percentage of consumer company dispute, and many other analysis we can perform on it. Problem definition. During study of this big data project of consumer complaint analysis, datasets has multiple rows which can provide multiple analysis. And we have implemented several problem definitions. It has been observed that companies are facing problems to deliver product to their end users, and because of this issue, consumer sector is not utilizing products efficiently, which in terms of reduces number of customers in the companies. By analyze this data set of consumer financial companies, we will get to know about the flows of the product, as well as we can identify the common issue with the product. So after analyzing common issue with the product, a company can provide a solution, or they can provide guidelines for the product and their issues. By injecting this data set and by performing MapReduce or Hive or Spark, we can get results from the following queries, which company has maximum number of complaints, find number of complaints with respect to company's name and its product, get number of complaints of here I took Wells Fargo. So like get the number of complaints of Wells Fargo Bank of New York State where their product is mortgage. So we will particularly get to know about in the mortgage product of the Wells Fargo in New York State, there is a like 5,000 or 10,000 complaints. Find the percentage of consumer and company dispute. So we'll get to know that a company's solution is liked by customer or not. As we discuss about problem definition, we can implement the problem definition in MapReduce as well as Hive and Spark. So here I implemented the first problem of the number of complaints for a particular bank and its all product. So I implemented that in MapReduce programming. So I got a result of the bank name and its all product and number of issue with that. So here we can see that in Ali Financial INC, the consumer loan has a 1944 complaints, and the student loan has three complaints. So student loan of early financial INC is doing well, but there is a something going wrong or some issues are with consumer loan. So they can focus on it, or they can do study on it, which will help them to identify where the flaws in their system, and they can provide a efficient solution to their customers. Hive is another technology which we can use for analysis of our big data. So in Hive, what I did, first of all, I created a table in SQL syntax, and I uploaded all my data set in the SQL database. So Hive is basically a SQL-like syntax. So we have to perform queries here, and we have to fire a query just like SQL syntax to get a desired output which we want. So here what I did, I took Wells Fargo Bank and Company as a company name, and I found the number of complaints of New York State where the product is mortgage. So particularly the bank can get to know, like in New York State or New Jersey State, there are thousands to thousands or numbers of complaints for this product. So they can get a detailed report of each and every product. So here I fire carry like I want the number of complaints where the bank name is Wells Fargo and Company and the product is mortgage for the state New York. So I got result here which already highlighted like Wells Fargo and Company has a two 2023 complaints of New York State where product is mortgage. So they can focus on this product on they can provide a efficient solution for their issues to the customers. Spark is another programming language to perform big data analytics. The programmers who doesn't know Java, they can use Spark to perform big data analytics because the MapReduce and Hadoop is may strongly focus on Java. So you need to better understanding of Java. Otherwise, you can use Spark if you know JRuby, Python, or any other languages like that. So here what I have to do, I have to upload my all dataset into the Spark, and after uploading my dataset into the Spark successfully, I can take a variable in which I can load all the data of particular columns, and then I can perform queries on it. So here what I did, I took a column of consumer dispute and I put it in a variable, and then after I took a variables like disp is equal to 0, sum equal to 0, and then I make here some conditions which counts the total number of complaints and the complaints which has a consumer and company disputes. So after getting I get to know that there are total 7,12,357 complaints, in which 1,40,127 complaints has a dispute with the companies. So to find a percentage, I put a formula here and I got final result as percentage is equal to 19. So there are 19% of time there was a dispute between consumer and company. So the company can get to know that the solution which they are providing is not efficient or is efficient for the customers. Thank you. Conclusion. In this project, I made a new system that can beneficial to the financial sector to analyze their product and analyze consumer complaints to company. This project can be helpful to many small financial sectors to analyze their complaints with respect to the product and issues, which will give them detailed information about their product and its flaws. So by analyzing these consumer complaints, companies can have knowledge about the flaws in their product, and they can make a efficient solution for that. These steps will lead companies to deliver a successful product to their end user, and this will also create a consumer satisfaction, which is a major concern of any business. The overall experience of Hadoop and big data system was really nice, and I really want to thank Professor Jungkyung Lee to provide us this platform. So much to listening me.